close your eyes if you like. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Get cozy. Curl up under a blanket or two and get ready for some tingle, 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 tingles. Lily Hollow ASMR. So it's hard to fit in my full frame because it's huge, but they have the giant illustration on the back. And we have our beautiful advent calendar right here. But unfortunately, we're going to be poking holes in all this. So it looks like day number 1 is right here. Maybe we can just push that in a little bit. Let's see what's hiding inside day number 1. Oh, fun. For the first night, we get this gorgeous Articuno card. All of the special promo cards in this holiday calendar have this little snowflake stamp right here. Oh, I love it. Very fitting for this set. This card was from Journey Together, I believe. And he has 2 attacks. Frigate Fluttering and Ace Blast. Beautiful. Looks like number 2 is right here. For night number 2, we have the first of our booster packs. Yay! This one is Journey Together and features Lily and her Clefairy. Let's see who we find inside. It's been a while since I've opened Journey Together. Here's a QR code just for you. One energy to the front. And we begin this pack with a fire energy. Red hot fire. To kick off the night, we have the adorable Ens Zorua. I love just the location that they put all of En's Pokemon in the set. It's so pretty. It's this like gorgeous field and forest that has all these beautiful god rays coming down and shining on the very peaceful looking Pokemon. We have a lovely Dilmize up next. I still feel like this art on this card feels straight out of One Piece. Just the way that they designed the ship in the background and the wooden planks. Look at that. There you go. The Dilmize features 2 attacks: Bind Down and Inca Smash. The Bind Down does 60 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. We have a fun little Octillery up next. Swimming under the icy cold water. I still feel like it's funny that a fish evolves into an octopus, but I know Pokemon make some questionable evolution decisions sometimes. It traps enemies with its suction cups tentacles, then smashes them with its rock hard head. We have the Hops Cramorant up next. I still love the location that they put him in. It feels like a field in Tuscany in a little like small city in the background there. It's beautiful. I also always love the Cramorant's expression. He looks kind of shocked that you have noticed him, kind of sneaking away in the fields. We have the Pokemon tool, Lily's Pearl. Beautiful iridescent pearl. I always love the colors that they used in this. It has just a very like prismatic feel to me. This card is useful for Lily's decks because it reads, if the Lily's Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack, then the player takes 1 fewer prize cards. Very useful with the Lily's Clefairy. Which I don't think I've pulled. Yeah, I don't think I've pulled that one yet. For our first reverse holo, we have the Audino. Peeking his way out of the little wheat fields. He looks a little lost, confused, but adorable. Audino's sense of hearing is superb. Not even a pebble rolling along over a mile away will escape Audino's ears. For our next reverse holo, we have the Black Belts Training. There were 4 of these, I believe, in this set, and featured the martial artists all in different locations. This one is very fitting for the holiday box because he's in a wintry landscape. There's a beautiful frozen waterfall behind him, and looks like the sun is just about to rise. Beautiful. And for our first rare of the evening, we have the Lycanroc. We actually pulled the full art of this one, and it's a really fun card. The Lycanroc has the ability Speck-Clad, which reads, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may attach up to 2 spiky energy cards from your discard pile to him. The spiky energies were released, I believe, in this set, and go along with his attack, which which does 40 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So basically, every time they attack him, he'll do an additional 40 damage. So it'll help exponentially increase the damage of his clamping fangs. Very fun. Nice and sleeved up. We have our black belts training. And our Altino. Day number 3 is all the way on the bottom here. We have a Delibird up next. You'll notice that the art on the holiday boxes usually feature what special promos they're gonna give you in it. If you take a closer look at this Delibird card, I love it when we get holo versions of common cards. It's so pretty. Although it looks like little snowflakes falling with the hollow sparkles. That's so fun. This Delibird card, I believe, was from Paldea Evolved. Or either Paldea Evolved or Paldean Fate. No, Paldea Evolved. And I love the art style of it. It almost looks like the artist kind of like cut each piece out of paper and layered them on top of each other. It's very cool. Moving on to night number 4. senses danger, it scatters pores from the top of its head to protect itself. We have a Litten up next. Our adorable little fire kitten who is sneakily sneaking on top of a rooftop in the city. I always love it when they do like kind of a slice of life type art. He looks like he is sneaking away from maybe doing some mischief. It spends even the smallest amount of downtime grooming its fur with its tongue. Loose fur gathers in its stomach and serves as fuel for fiery moves. I love this. We have the classic Lickitung up next. He's seen here showing off his classic gigantic tongue in a little jungle. I love like the watercolor design that they did with the plants in the background though. It's beautiful. This Lickitung features 2 attacks. Tongue Pull, which reads your opponent reveals their hand and must put up to 2 basic Pokemon you find there onto their bench. He also has the strength attack for 50 damage, but it does take 3 energies. Oh. We have an adorable Gingino. The Gingino is the evolved form of the Minccino. And I always love how their fur like kind of makes a scarf. So cute. I love them. Its body secretes oil that this Pokemon spreads over its nest as a coating to protect it from dust. Gingino won't tolerate even a speck of the stuff. We have a Pokemon tool, the Future Booster Energy Capsule. Bam, that's a mouthful. Seen here flying through a very high-tech corridor. This is a future-specific card, which I believe was something that was in this set. The future Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost, and the attacks it uses do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Very useful if you are building a future Pokemon deck. Oh. We have a very angry looking Great Tusk. I think that's probably the most intimidating of the art I've seen of him so far. He's just rushing towards us through the desert at high speeds, and just the glare he's giving you is so intense. That's funny. He features 2 attacks, Lunge Out for 30 damage, and Full Charge, which does 80 plus if your benched Pokemon have any damage counters on them. It does an additional 80 damage. All of the ancient Pokemon that was so like the set had like future and ancient Pokemon, which was kind of cool. They have this kind of like cool pattern on the side here. For our first reverse hollow of the night, we have a little Pineco. It's interesting that it describes them as a bagworm Pokemon when they're clearly made after pine cones. The Pineco is seen here bouncing his way through the forest. I'm assuming that's how he moves. Maybe he rolls. He features on attack Ram for 50 damage. For our next reverse hollow, we have a Ranunculus. Ranunculus. I believe I'm pronouncing that correct. He is the evolved form of Duosian. They're kind of these like amoeba-like Pokemon that are, I believe they are based on cells. He has an attack called Summoning Gate, which lets you look at the top 8 cards of your deck, and you may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Oh, that's really cool. He also has a move called Brain Shake for 100 damage and confuses the enemy. And, fun. We got the Iron Boulder EX for our rare. This card is a future Pokemon, and he has 2 attacks, Repulsor Axe and Power Stomp. The Repulsor Axe does 60 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, if he is damaged by an attack, even if he is knocked out, you get to put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Nice. His Power Stomp does a whopping 200 damage, but you must discard 2 energies from him. Very fun. Let's get him nice and sleeved up. We have our reverse hollow Ranunculus. And our bingo. Moving on to night number 5. Closer look at that. Ah, nice. We have another pack for night number 5. Looks like it might be another journey together. Awesome. Next year, I might get 2 of these so I can actually do this as an advent calendar, because it would be really fun to do. This Journey Together pack features Hop and Zacian on the front. Oh, interesting. It was already open on the top. I've never had that happen. Weird. Well, let's open it that way. Sneak peek at the first card there. Here's another Journey Together QR code for you. We'll move our energy to the front. And this pack starts off with a red hot fire energy. Fire. And we have that Lily's Cute to Fly that you just saw. I really wanted to try playing a Lily's deck, but I feel like the Clefairy fit more into Gardevoir. Unfortunately, her deck by itself was not that powerful, but her cards are adorable. We have a Petalil up next. interesting texture. We have the adorable Minchino up next. He looks so happy, just like dancing along in this little, looks like a training area maybe, or a gym. I love that his one attack is just slap for 20 damage. Following the Minchino, we have a Toad School. Floating his way through the forest. Not to be confused with a Tentacool. He's like the forest version of them. We have the item Hops Bag. These were essential for Hops decks because it lets you search your deck for up to 2 basic Hops Pokemon and add them to your bench. I did actually enjoy playing the Hops deck, but it was kind of like a mid-tier deck and couldn't hold up against the more meta higher ends, unfortunately. We have an ends cling, 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 cling. Seen here bursting through. Not sure if it's like a granite wall or a forest. It's like very murky looking. It's interesting because all the other ends Pokemon are in this like really peaceful, glowing forest, and the Glink's line is in this kind of more futuristic, desolate looking area. From its spikes, it launches powerful blasts of electricity. Its red core contains an enormous amount of energy. We have a Hops Sandaconda up next. Sandaconda. I actually don't think I saw anyone play this in the Hops deck, because they usually paired him with the Archaludon instead. He's very intimidating looking though, all coiled up. He featured 2 attacks, Rumble for 30 damage, and made it so your opponent could not retreat the next turn, and Break Ground, which does an intense 140 damage, but also does 20 damage to each of your own benched Pokemon. Could be interesting to kind of pair that with like a Monkey Dory or something though. For our first reverse hollow at the back, we have the Lily's Pearl. So pretty and simplistic. Nice. We have a reverse hollow of Levincia up next. Which was very essential for my Iono's Bellibolt deck, because it is a stadium that reads, once during each player's turn, that player may put up to 2 basic lightning energy cards from their discard pile back into their hand. It's also nice because it was useful outside of just Iono's decks. Basically, any deck that used electricity could utilize this card. And fun! We have a Salamence EX for our rare. Nice. I'm actually not sure if I had this one or not. It's been a while since I looked at my Journey Together collection. You've seen here spitting out what looks like some acidic bubblegum. The Salamence is the evolved form of Shelgon, and he has the attacks Wide Blast and Dragon Pikachu and Alchemy. There's more. Aldino and Picadon, and some snowflakes and happy holidays. Let's pick one to put on my. Okay. I have a water bottle right here that I've been meaning to decorate. So let's put this Pikachu and Eevee on it. I think they should go right here. Okay. So fun. And it looks like we have night number 7 right here. And we have another card pack for night number 7. Nice. And we have a Paradox Rift up next. I actually have not opened that many Paradox Rifts either, so I'm not sure what really cool cards you can get in it. But let's see. It'll be a surprise. Here's another QR code for you. Tappy, 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 tappies. For good luck. And we begin this pack with another lightning energy. We're getting a lot of fire and lightning this evening. All fun. We start off with a Porygon 2, which is the evolved form of the Porygon. He always looked more like a little rubber duck to me. I love the art they did on this though. It has like such an interesting like flatness to it with the way that they colored with like very little gradients. It's all like shaded just by giant shapes. That's really cool. After artificial intelligence was implemented in Porygon 2, the Pokemon began using a strange language that only other Porygon 2 understand. Mysterious. Oh, nice. We have a Yukamori card up next. The Octillery. Posing very interestingly on the ocean rocks. swooshing around him as he flies towards us, mouth wide and agape. Its feet are tiny, but this Pokemon walks skillfully. It sneaks up on sleeping prey before sinking its fangs and slurping up blood. It's an intense description. Oh my god, his expression is so funny here. We have a supporter card up next. Larry, who's looking like he stayed up way too late the night before and has a bit of a headache. He is standing in what looks like a restaurant. Got some like ketchup and mustard bottles and some teacups behind him. This supporter card reads, flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon. Reveal them and put them into your hand. If tails, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and add it to your hand. That's fun. We have another supporter trainer, the Professor Toro's Scenario. This lets you put one of your Pokemon in play back into your hand, but you must discard all the other cards attached to it. It's very useful for Pokemon that have a one-turn use where they just take up space on your bench and you want to return them and get them off the field. We have a very elegant looking Mienshao up next. Mienshao. The evolved form of Mienfoo. Oh, I love the colors that they used in this. It's so peaceful looking. Illustrator was Mausha. Delivered at blinding speeds, kicks from this Pokemon can shatter massive boulders into tiny pieces. So many supporters I haven't really seen too much of. We have a Rika supporter up next. Rika. I love her green hair. It's beautiful. It's almost like a foresty green. Or kind of like a minty, I guess. She lets you look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Then you must shuffle the other cards. Put them on the bottom of your deck. Oh, that's fun. For our first reverse hollow, we have a Minior. Oh, I love this card. That's so pretty. It has such a very psychedelic, trippy hypnoticness to it. The way they designed it. That's so cool. See, it's Okubo. Yeah, they do really fun cards. Oh, I love that. This Minior has the ability Far Flying Meteor. Retreats once during your turn. If this Pokemon is on your bench, when you attach an energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, you can switch it with your active. Very useful. Ah, fun. For our second reverse hollow, we have one of my personal favorites, the Cressel. This is the grass version of the Cressel. And he is seen here sitting on some lovely mossy rocks. Its thick claws are its greatest weapons. They're mighty enough to crack Rhymperior's carapace. Very cool. And for our rare secure. We have our cute little crystal. And our mini ore. I just love the design of this. It's so cool. Next up is night number 8. Let's see what it has in store for us. Oh, fun. So, they also include a couple of these little fun packs, which I don't think actually include any like rare cards per se. I'm pretty certain they're just reverse holos, but they are nice to help fill out your collection and also would make good kind of party favors for like a kid's party or something. Maybe for Halloween you could give them out. Let's see which cards are hiding inside this fun pack. Okay. I don't think there's any trick to them because there's only 3 cards. To start us off, we have the Shelgon. The evolved form of Bagon. Cute little dragon dude. He is seen here looming over us, standing on top of a mountain with some energy building around him. The cells within its shell transform with explosive speeds, preparing it for evolution. We have the adorable Milky up next. Milky. She's so cute. Oh, I love it. This is one of my favorite designed cards too, just because she just looks so happy, just baking all these delicious treats in the kitchen. When attacked, it tackles its foe and covers them in cream, with its foe either blinded or astonished by deliciousness. Milky flees. Astonished by deliciousness. Yes. And for our rare card, we have the Alolan Graveler. I guess not necessarily rare, but reverse holo. I always found it fascinating that the Geodude line in Journey Together were electric Pokemon. I think that was something that was like specific to the Alolan region. He features 2 attacks, Rolling Tackle for 30 damage and Electric Punch for 50. Alolan Graveler. We are moving on to night number 9. 9. There's a promo. Oh, that's so cool. Very fun. We have another promo card. Let's take a closer look at it. would get some full arts in this, so that's really fun. It's actually interesting because it's like so monotone. It's a little bit harder to make out the details on the camera, unfortunately. But we have an illustration rare of Crabominable standing in a very snowy blizzard. Oh, I love this. He is the evolved form of Craballer and has an ability called Food Prep, which reads, attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 less energy for each Kofu card in your discard pile. Oh, that's fun. Kofu is a card that I believe you look at the top 4 cards. You should like draw 4 cards, but you have to trade in 2 back into your deck. So fun. We're on night number 10 now. 10, 10, 10. Looks like this might be another fun pack. Yep. This one is another Journey Together fun pack. Let's see what it has in store for us. I wonder if they do actually have a possibility of getting a rare card in these. I don't think they do, though. Let me know if you guys have seen otherwise, though. To start us off, we have the ends clink. Hovering through a giant field of clovers. The clink features a double spin attack, which lets you flip 2 coins and does 10 damage for each heads. We have the little Lodad up next. Lodad. Peeking his way out of what looks like an ancient ruins that was kind of submerged and turned into a pond. And for our reverse hollow, we have another reverse hollow of Altino. Altino's sense of hearing is superb. Not even a pebble rolling along over a mile away will escape Altino's ears. That's funny that we pulled him in a pack and then got him in this too. But we'll get him nice and sleeved up anyways. Yeah, up to night number 11. 11. Apologies that I'm not very graceful opening these. And we have another fun pack, this time a Destined Rivals. Awesome. Let's see what's hiding inside this fun pack. We have, Misty's Magikarp, which I actually do play a Misty's deck and I love it, so he is always happy to be seen. The Magikarp has the ability So Submerged, which reads, as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, it prevents all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to the Magikarp, which is very handy because he only has 30 HP. However, it does not stop damage counters from being put Hunky Dory is my biggest enemy. We have an angry looking Manky up next. Swinging through the tree tops. I swear I can talk. It lives in groups in the treetops. If it loses sight of its group, it becomes infuriated by its loneliness. And for our reverse hollow, we have an applin. Fun. I always thought the art on this card was very fascinating too. My camera wants to focus on it. It does not. There we go. Just love the way that they did the very speckly flowers, and he looks gigantimous compared to the tree in the background, which is hilarious to me. He features one attack, Mini Drain, which does 10 damage and heals the applin for 10. Fun. We also have another case of terrible centering, where it's gigantic on the top and really thin on the bottom. On the bottom here, we have night number 12. I think it's a full bag this time. Yeah, awesome. We have a Destined Rivals pack. Sweet. Let's get opening. I'm actually fairly close with my Destined Rivals collection, but there are some big illustration rares and special illustration rares that I do not have. So that would be super awesome if we managed to find some of them. Specifically the Cynthia's Garchomp or the Team Rocket's Mewtwo. There's a Destined Rivals QR code for you. We do have an energy drink for this one. And some tappies for good luck. Oh. This pack begins with a green grass. Oh. I feel like I don't have too many of these. We have the Team Rocket's Nidorino. Standing in a very intense forest. It almost looks like it's like a blaze behind the trees there. Very cool. It's nervous and quick to act aggressively. The potency of its poison increases along with the level of adrenaline present in its body. Oh. We have another one of my favorite Pokemon, Kangaskhan. I just love his baby. It's so cute. Hanging out in the patch, it just looks so happy. I also love that the artist put these little sprinkles all around them. remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults because children's are much tastier. Nom 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 nom. Oh, we have another classic, Ethan's Cyndaquil. I always love Cyndaquil. He's so cute. He has one attack, Ember, for 30 damage, but you have to discard your energy to use it. However, the Ethan's type lotion line is a fun deck. It's a little bit mid-tier, but very entertaining. We have a Team Rocket's Porygon Z up next. Z. Actually, I don't know if I'd pulled this one. I know I'd pulled like the Porygon and Porygon 2s. Or there was one of them that I was missing. Might have been the Porygon 2s. The Team Rocket's Porygon Z has an ability called Reconstitute, which reads, you must discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use it. And once during your turn, you get to draw another card. The fun thing with these guys, though, is actually their Arcband attacks, because it does 20 damage for each supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name in your discard pile. We have another Team Rocket's card up next, the Houndoom. The evolved form of the adorable Houndour. If you are burned by the flames it shoots from its mouth, the pain will never go away. I feel like some of the descriptions are actually like kind of dark for a kid's game. We have an item card up next, the Energy Recycler. Looking like a atom here, the way they designed it. It's very cool. This card lets you shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. Very handy. For our first reverse hollow, we have an Applin. So cute. It grows by eating the flesh of an apple. Applin uses its own body fluid to strengthen the apple's skin and prevent it from rotting. Applin. For our next reverse hollow, we have a Tello. I'm still trying to figure out like what this is right there. It's kind of like a little windmill, but it looks like an airplane. What do you guys think? It dislikes cold seasons. They migrate to other lands in search of warmth, flying over 180 miles per day. Wow. And unfortunately I did have this one already, but always good to add to the trade binder. We have an illustration rare of Arboliva. Or it's ultra rare is actually the name, I believe, of this type. The Arboliva EX is the evolved form of the Dolive, our little olivey Pokemon friend. I actually don't know if I pulled this one on camera though. I believe I had gotten it at Pokemon Worlds from when I competed in one of the side events. I won 18 packs of Destined Rivals, and this was one of the cards that I pulled in them. The Arboliva EX features 2 attacks, Oil Salvo and Aroma Shot. The Oil Salvo lets you choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. be going into my trade binder. We have our Dillo. And our Applin. We're on night 13 now. Looks like we have some more fun stickers. Yay. Oh, I really like the Articuno. The Delibird is adorable too. Very fun. Let's maybe add the Articuno to my water jug as well. Let's see, where should she go? Like, up here makes sense. Next up is night number 14. Just right here. Wish these were a little easier to get out. It looks like night number 14 features another Destined Arrivals fun pack. Awesome. And I feel like we haven't been seeing too many of the promo cards yet. They must be hiding in the later dates. Let's see who's inside this fun pack. Okay. To go with our Team Rocket's Nidorino we have the female version, the Nidorina. She's looking very confident as she sits on top of what looks like some server equipment in a high-tech room. If the group is threatened, these Pokemon will band together to assault enemies with a chorus of ultrasonic waves. Very cool. We have the Stevens Bolt Toy up next. Stevens deck was another deck that I really wanted to do well, but it just feels like it's missing something. But maybe they'll release some cards in the future that will work well with it. It was all about his Pokemon just like have abilities that take less damage, which is kind of cool. This ball toy has 2 attacks, Summoning Sign and Psychic Sphere. The Summoning Sign lets you search your deck for 2 basic Stevens Pokemon and add them to your bench. And the Psychic Sphere does 20 damage. And we have a Marnie's Morgrem for our Reverse Hollow. The Morgrem is the evolved form of Impidimp, which is still one of my favorite Pokemon names to say ASMR-wise. Impidimp, Impidimp. Morgrem prefers dirty tactics like ambushing because it doesn't have confidence in its brawn. Okay. And it looks like night 15 was actually right below night 14. what it holds for us. We finally got another promo card. And it's Pikachu! Awesome. Got you. Let's get her out of this plastic and sleeved up. Awesome. I love getting all these fun, common cards as hollows. It's so fun. This is a Pikachu from 151, I want to say, actually. Oh, it's so cute. She's just kind of happily crawling her way through the forest. It featured 2 attacks. Charge, which let you search your deck for a basic lightning energy card and attach it to the Pikachu. And Pika Punch for 50 damage. Awesome. 16 is a small spot down here. Interesting. Let's see what's hiding inside. Oh, we have a coin. Very cool. We have an alchemy coin. So pretty. I love how sparkly this is. I wonder if they sell binders for to hold all the coins, because I feel like I've been collecting a decent amount of them now. And there's only so many I can use in actual gameplay, but they are very pretty. Right, number 17 is a normal size slot. Let's see what's in there. We have our next promo, an Eevee. Eevee. So this Eevee, I believe, was also from 151. Oh, she's so cute. Looks like she has just explored a little bit of the tall grass and is now coming out to say hi and play with you. This Eevee has 2 attacks, Colorful Friends and Skip. The Colorful Friends lets you search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon of different types, reveal them, and add them to your hand. Very useful for looking for her evolutions. Night number 18 is all the way up top here. Hovering with the Articuno. And oh, awesome. Oh, this is so cool. We have another full art. Let's take a closer look at it. Oh man, this one might be my favorite yet. We have an illustration rare of Vanillish. Vanillish. Can't think of which set this one came from, but I love it. The Vanillish is hovering outside of a cute little ice cream shop. And there's some kids here enjoying some ice cream and the worker making another scoop for them. I love that these ice cream cones in the back, there's like a Pokeball flavored one. That's so fun. Oh, who's the artist on this? Taiga Kayama. So cool. This is definitely my favorite so far of the special stamped cards. Now we slide all the way to the bottom for night number 19. of Hops Snorlax, which I actually do believe I was missing, so this is actually very nice that I got this one. The Hops Snorlax is really cool because of his ability Extra Helpings, which reads, attacks used by your Hops Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. They do not stack, however, so you only really need one Snorlax in your deck. Snorlax. Moving on to night number 21. Which looks like another fun pack. It is a Destined Rivals fun pack. Even though these don't contain any illustration rares or EX cards, they make good crinkles. Let's see who's hiding inside of this one. We have a nose pass to start us off. I still love that the illustrator put one tiny flower that he is sniffing. There's also like one little buddy of his kind of slowly approaching from behind him, which I always thought was kind of funny too. The magnet in Nosepass's nose provides an unerring compass, making this Pokemon an excellent partner for trainers going on a journey. We have a Team Rocket's Raticate up next. Raticate. Leaping through the pipeworks. This Raticate features on attack Reckless Abandon for 90 damage, and you have to flip 2 coins, but if both of them are tails, it does 90 damage to itself. Wah wah. And fun. We have a Team Rocket's Ampharos for our reverse hollow. The Ampharos has the ability Darkest Impulse, which reads, whenever your opponent plays a Pokemon from their hand to evolve one of their Pokemon, you get to put 4 damage counters on it. Very fun. The Marie Blime was always one of my favorite electric lines to play when they're in games. Moving on to night 22, which looks like it might be another coin. Let's find out. It is a Pikachu. Awesome. We have a very sparkly Pikachu coin. So fun. Night number 23 is all the way on the bottom down here. Oh. Let's see. We have our another full pack. Awesome. And it is another pack of Destined Rivals. Sweet. Let's see what's hiding inside. This Destined Rivals pack features Ethan and Ho-Oh on the front. fascinating. I was wondering about that because I feel like she should be setting this whole field aflame just from lying in the grass. Maybe she can control how hot it actually is. We have a Marnie's Scracky. He has on attack crunch for 50 damage, and you get to discard an energy from your opponent's Pokemon. Always fun. We have a Mudbray up next. I thought the art on this one was kind of interesting because it almost feels like a Legends of Zelda type style to me. Has a very like a 3D game look to it. The Mudbray features the running charge attack, which reads flip a coin until you get tails, and the attack does 40 damage for each hits. I don't play too many decks that require coin flipping just because it's relying a lot on chance, but still fun. We have an adorable Breloom up next. Rushing through the forest. I always thought he just looks like a combination between a frog, a dinosaur, and a mushroom. So fun. It scatters poisonous spores and throws powerful punches, while its foe is hampered by inhaled spores. We have another Steven's Pokemon up next, the Metang, which is the evolved form of Beldum. As you can see, the Metang is a metal Pokemon in this deck, which makes more sense to me. He features a metal slash attack for 70 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, during your next turn, he can't attack, so he can only use that once every other turn. Not as good. Nice. We have the lovely Team Rocket's Nidoqueen up next. I feel like I actually didn't pull too many Nidoqueens or Nidokings, even though I've opened a lot of Destined Rivals. I love that she has an attack called Love Impact, which reads, if a Pokemon that has Nidoking in its name is on your bench, then the attack does an additional 120 damage. That's so fun. Still not as good as her original boyfriend's attack from base set, but still. Or might have been Jungle. We have an Arven's Sandwich. Nom, 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 nom. And I'm actually getting kind of hungry now, so this is looking very tasty to me. The Arven's Sandwich lets you heal 30 damage from your active Pokemon, but if it is an Arven's Pokemon, then it heals an additional 100 damage from it instead. I don't think I saw anyone try playing any of the Arven's line, but let me know if you played around with it and if it was fun. For our first reverse hollow, we have a Teal Mask Ogerpon. I do love the Ogerpons in this set. You can actually see them without the masks, and they just look so happy and bouncy. So fun. This Pokemon's type changes based on which mask it is wearing. It confounds its enemies with nimble movements and kicks. Oh, nice. We have a reverse hollow of Sacred Ash up next. This is actually an extremely for our rare card, we have a Team Rockets Sneasel. She's seen here sneaking around. Looks like a warehouse space. This cunning Pokemon hides under the cover of darkness, waiting to attack its prey. Our Sneasel. Loveliest Cigarette Ash, which I actually don't know if I had a reverse holo up yet, so that's good. Our Teal Mask Okapan. Moving back to the calendar, it looks like we only have 2 days left. Let's see who's hiding inside. For night number 24, we have a Glaceon EX. Nice. Oh, that's so fun. Even has the really pretty rainbow border on it. Oh, I love that they did that. Let's take a closer look. Oh, what's this? Ah. Here's the holiday calendar QR code for you too. It was hiding behind the Glaceon. Oh, I love this card. It's so pretty. I actually got a Glaceon EX for one of my playback pulls too, so now I have 2 different variations of stamped. But this one is really fun because it actually has the rainbow border, which it doesn't usually have, I feel like. This Glaceon EX features a Frost Bullet attack for 110 damage and also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. He also has this really cool attack called Euclase. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which lets you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon that has exactly 6 damage counters on it. Very cool. Well, friends, we are down to the final night, number 25. Let's see who is hiding inside. For the last night, they had a fun pack. I feel like they probably should have ended on one of the cards instead of the fun packs, but that's okay. Let's see what cards we get in this final fun pack. To start us off, we have a Heat Rotom. I believe he's supposed to be like a microwave Pokemon. So funny. If the convection microwave oven is not working properly, then the Rotom inhabiting it will become allergic. So I guess he's an actual oven. We have a Miney's Impidimp. And a Team Rockets Eradicate for our final card of the evening. I actually don't think I had a reverse holo of this one, so that's exciting.